Hi, Leo. This is Jeffrey. This is Renko. This is your reading for the week of August 22nd through the 29th. If you're a late Leo, happy birthday. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, press the bell for notifications. I offer one-on-one readings. I offer IET, which is a healing modality. I also sell t-shirts like this on my website, as well as all the astrology signs. And I have a Leo. That wasn't my Lionsgate one was better. Maybe I had more energy. I don't know. Anyway, all the information for all those things is below. So let's get started with what's going on with you. Better late than never. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. That's part of the message. I don't know what that means. Maybe you do. I hope you do. Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right, here we go. Let's do it like that so you can see it, and then I'll move them up as I do it. Okay, the Fool, which I don't think that's you're being foolish. I don't see the Fool as the Fool too often. This is about something new, beginning of a new chapter, which makes sense because the full moon is something ending and something beginning at the same time. So that makes perfect sense. Now, I think it has to do with, you know what I think it has to do with? I think it has to do with something about the past. I think there's an understanding of the past. This is what I'm feeling, not what I think. There's an understanding of the past that it's almost like you're willing to own your side of the street about the past. You're willing to own your side of the street about the past because you know what? It always takes two to tango, no matter what the situation. No matter what the situation, it always takes two to tango. And I feel like you're going to step up, maybe not physically, maybe not making a phone call and apologizing, but getting on the inside, it's like, oh, that was my part in it. Oh, that was my part. But I don't think you were ready until right now. Is the video doing something weird, or is it just my eyes that is doing something weird? Yeah, I think that is the beginning of the message. Yeah, that's exactly the message. Okay. All right. The truth that can't be unseen. So maybe you got a fuller sense of the situation in the past that went down, and you're really seeing it in a much clearer way, which is actually a gift, even though sometimes, gifts come in funny packages. There's something you can't unsee now. There's something you can't unsee. But you know what? The important thing to understand is that you're brave enough to see it. And you're not blind. You're not in denial. You're not pushing the responsibility off on somebody else. You're taking the responsibility yourself. You're taking the responsibility for yourself on the inside and saying, oh boy, I really messed that up, or I really thought it was on them, but actually, I had a certain hand in it, right? This is not an excuse to beat yourself up. That's not what this is. What this is clarity. It's clarity. It's profound clarity about a situation in a much clearer, much more well-rounded way to really see the whole picture. I think you're really going to see the whole picture. Right. Okay, so here we go. This is more of taking what's yours, understanding, well, this was mine, really owning it in a much more profound way. That's what this whole chapter is about. It's about revisiting the past, seeing the situation, taking responsibility, having clarity. It's a gift. You get the profound clarity, which can be upsetting. Now, this is self-imposed bondage. That, I want to go back to like the sentence I said before when I was talking to you in the camera before. That's not that's not necessary. It's not necessary. You're gonna want to do that. You're gonna want to say, "Oh my God, I'm so wrong. I'm so bad." La la la. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. No, there was a reason that it came now and not before. Maybe you weren't ready before. Maybe you weren't ready. Let's see what the bottom says. Yeah, you're going to be able to see it in a new light. The thing is that I think the lesson here, yeah, and walk and go into a new place. Okay, this is an interior thing. This doesn't have to do with other people. I mean, the situation had to do with other people, but this isn't about calling someone and saying, "Oh, I was wrong, and please forgive me." It's not about that. It's really about seeing the entire situation in its wholeness and understanding your part in it, and understanding that maybe you um, you had a hand in trying to put this nicely, um, owning your side of the street, owning the thing that you did that was not your highest ideal. Let's put it that way. But this is not about beating yourself up. This is about getting the clarity and saying, okay, now I really have this information and I've really got it. So, and I have empathy for how the other person or people felt. And because I felt it so deeply, I'm not going to do it again. But it's not about doing this whole drama with other people. This is a very interior understanding. And I think once you own it for yourself and accept it for what it was and forgive yourself, really forgive yourself for sometimes we do things without thinking. Sometimes we do things um, without knowing a whole story. Sometimes we do things impulsively. And our intent wasn't really to hurt somebody, but it ended up hurting somebody anyway. So, it's really about a sharper look at yourself and then being able to move forward, then being and leaving the past behind, feeling it completely, and then leaving it behind. Leaving it behind and going somewhere else. It's like a soul searching. It's like a soul searching. And this isn't about your relationship with other people. This is about your relationship with you. It's about your relationship with you and how you interact and how you own up to yourself. Own up to yourself because it doesn't really matter. Sometimes, a lot of times, we're harder on ourselves than we are on others. And sometimes, you do something messed up and then and other people don't even think that you did. It's not about them. It's about your relationship with you. It's about your relationship with your ideals. That's what it's about. A more profound understanding of your own MO. and your own, the things in you that you would like to perhaps work on or change or not always access, But sometimes, like I know for me, like I can have a really, like the mouth can really go. And if I do this, say 70% of the time and 30% still comes up, it's better than than not doing it at all, right? It's a process. And then maybe in another situation, I'll be able to like keep my mouth shut completely. Or maybe in another, see what I'm saying? It's a process. It's not, you know, oh, well, I got that lesson and now, I'll never come back to it. It's not that. This is a profound inner understanding. That's what I'm really getting. That's what I'm really getting. But don't use it as an excuse to self-sabotage or to put yourself down or to make yourself the victim or to make yourself the hero or any of that stuff. None of that stuff. Understand the mystery. Understand that everything has a dark and a light, you know, and accept that, and then you'll be able to move on. It's quite a soul searching, honestly. It's quite a soul searching, but it doesn't have to involve the whole world. It doesn't have, it's not about putting up a post. Not about that. It's not about that. It's really about your own relationship with your own heart, with your own mind, with your own spirit. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. And forgiving yourself for things that you've done in the past that were not so cute. We have to forgive ourselves. If we don't forgive ourselves, we can't forgive others. And it's not a burden that you have to carry. It's not a burden you have to carry. I thought I was going to have this lovely, light, happy birthday reading. This is big boy stuff. This is real spiritual muscle, which you certainly have. All right, Leo, that's my take for you for the week. Blessings to you, and see you soon.